Yo, what's going on, guys? Josh Gavin here. It's been a minute since I went live, but I was just sitting here working on some stuff, and I sometimes have all these thoughts come to mind, and these ideas, and these things I want to share, and I don't have time to write them down and make a huge post, so I just go live instead to share it with all of you guys. So I'm gonna take a second here if I want to jump in and get in here, and then we'll start talking about the topic today and my thoughts on recurring versus high ticket. Okay, now if you look over the years and we just look back now, high ticket has been around for a while. The idea of high ticket this, high ticket that, high ticket coaches, high ticket closer, all this stuff like high ticket drop shipping. This like high ticket, I would say, is like the buzzword of 2021 through 2023. That's all we heard, right? Everywhere you looked, high ticket this, high ticket that. And it's funny because high ticket has always been around. It was just highlighted by all the gurus. I mean, you look back it's like the Sam Ovens days. And he was one of the first people to really introduce this idea of going from, selling just low ticket products and doing a value ladder like Russell Brunson, and instead doing like a consulting program for $2,000 plus, right? I mean, a lot of you guys watched this probably went through the Sam Ovens program, and many of his spawnlings and copycats, like Traffic and Funnels, Dan Henry, anyone else who just went through his course and copied the same stuff you've seen it, right? And so that was the whole thing, right? Sam Evans brought it up and he's like, hey, instead of having these multiple step funnels and building all these products, just have a 3-step funnel. You book a call, you close them, you make $2,000, and you're great, you're happy. And it was awesome. And then as time went on, we saw the gurus come out with different ways of selling high ticket, whether it was through a group funnel, through Instagram setting, through webinars, whatever it was. The buzz and the hot stuff was high ticket. And so after all these years, from 2016, that's when it started coming out really big, May 2017, someone can check my dates, until now, 2024, things have changed. And now you look around and you see these same gurus who are preaching high ticket to everyone, switching up and implementing a recurring revenue model. And what's super funny is a lot of their students want what they have, and so they just end up copying them. So right now we have this inflated opinion or battle between high ticket versus recurring. And everywhere you look, we have people, say, oh, which one's better? Which one this? And it's this constant debate. And if you guys don't know about me, I build offers for people and for a lot of these gurus that over the years. I mean, when I first started doing this, I was 18 years old in my parents' basement. You guys probably remember the footage, moldy old basement. I had an agency, just me, that I called Two Comma Club Copy. And I worked with Two Comma Club members who built out their offers in their funnels and launched them. And one of the very first funnels I actually launched was a low ticket offer for a company called Piano for Producers. And that went on to do $1 million within the first year of launching. That was the first funnel I ever sold. And so I see a lot of different offers. I'm all around. And so a lot of people when I'm on consulting calls ask me like, oh, should I do recurring on the back end or high ticket? Should I, stop doing high ticket, stop doing sales calls, do recurring? It's like this constant question. I hear it all the time. And so I want to settle this right here. I want to create a video that I can send to everyone who asks me this so we can just stop the conversation. You can get my thoughts and my opinions on this. Because just in the last 4 months, I hopped on 120 calls to build out Ascension style offers. And so you can imagine how many times I've heard this question. It's all good. I love answering these questions, but let's talk about it today. Okay. Now, before we talk about it, there's a few things that we need to look at and understand. And the person that best helped me understand, why people are switching to recurring, why this is even a debate, or why high ticket is starting to phase out, is one of, I guess you could call him my mentor, someone I learned from. I don't know. You guys know when people are always like, oh yeah, my mentor, you know, Andrew Tate. It's like, bro, you paid him $50 a month. He's not your mentor. But Alan Solchenich, I'm probably not saying your last name right, bro. You guys probably know him from Nothing Held Back. He is someone that I heavily learned from. He's the only expert I listen to right now. I'm in his mastermind. I pay him more than $50 a month. That is a fact. And so he was the main person that helped me understand, like, why is the appeal of high ticket drifting away? Because he really teaches how to think, and he helped me look at how to think at high ticket. And one of the things that he told me that really stuck out, and he was talking about how there's things beyond the control of gurus and people like you and I that is affecting the ability to sell a high ticket program. All right. One of the things being just the economy in the market. You look at it, inflation's going up, you see it everywhere. Access to credit's going down. Access to cash was barely even existent before that, hence why there's credit. And then you look around now and all the gurus doing high ticket, they have these funding companies that have blown up where they can't even collect all the money from their customers up front in cash because they can't. Like these customers don't have access to it. And so they're using funding. And so I look at that and I see a problem that a funnel can't fix. I see a problem that a guru can't solve with a new process. And I see a problem that is just caused by things way beyond your control or mine, right? We can't go out there and fix the issue of inflation and low access to credit and cash. Like, what are you going to do? We can't do anything. And so it leaves a lot of people trying to sell high ticket in a tricky spot. And so that's why you see people doing payment plans and all this stuff. And when you get on the phone now, your customers are like, oh, what's your payment plan option? Or can I pay half? Like they know it's coming. And so when Alan helped me see this and I started to look around and see it too, I noticed a change was happening that we couldn't control, right? But then I saw this shift, right, of people like Sam Ovens selling his high ticket consulting company, starting a software company, telling people to do recurring. So now all his people are like, oh, let's do recurring. Then you have people like Frank Kern and all these other people licensing things like high level and saying, oh, I'm going to switch to software and recurring. And then you have Russell Brunson like writing this book on the linchpin model, being like, oh, you got to compete on economics and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And it's all great and it's all awesome. But these are true and telling signs that the market is shifting, right? Now, with that being said, I'm not saying all this to try to convince you that, oh, screw high ticket, it doesn't work. You need to do recurring. That's not what I'm saying here. Because for a lot of you here, recurring isn't the best model for your personality or how you fulfill your products. Recurring revenue sometimes in membership offers and software isn't the best thing for your market. You may just see other people doing it and you see like results like the funnels I built for people like Jeff that are pulling in 80,000 a month passively. And you see, Sam Owens talking about this and that. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to do it. But then you're in a market that just wouldn't even want to be in a membership or get a software. And so there's so many different things you have to think about here. And so what I want to present to you and my belief and my thought here is that it's not a choice between high ticket or recurring. All right. That's not the choice of like either or and how you make your money, right? You honestly need both. You may not see it, but a lot of the recurring offers and membership offers we build or software offers we build have a component of high ticket. You just may not see it on the front, right? You look at Russell Brunson, has a software company, he has info offers, a bunch of low ticket. He teaches the linchpin, but the real economics of his business back out because he has a high ticket program hidden on the back end, and that's there so that he can liquidate even more cash, lifetime value, all this basic stuff we've heard for a while. And so it's not a debate between one or the other. It's really a conversation on number one, your market and what they want. Number two, what kind of economics you're trying to compete on. And number three, if it's the type of business model you want to sustain or run. Now, personally, if you were to ask me, you're like, Josh, well, what would you do? Josh, like if you were to pick between, doing a recurring or a high ticket, what would you do? And if you were to ask me in terms of what I like I said, I'm a fan of having both. I'm a fan of having both. And so anytime we architect out these automated, membership funnels for our clients, we have high ticket, more intensive, higher done for you offers on the back end of them, which help our customers help our clients make more money over a longer period of time. And like I said before, we do this because the market is shifting. There's things beyond our control, like the inflation, the economy, all these things we can't touch or work with that we have to then figure out how to navigate. And so now in 2024, even last year, we're going from a game of being able to collect a bunch of cash up front from a customer and be good for a while to having to collect less money up front from a customer, but for a longer period of time. All right. For a longer period of time. That's the game we're in. right? That's competing on economics. And you think about people like I think it was Dan Kennedy that always says, and Russell Brunson always says, those who can spend the most to acquire a customer, they're going to be the ones that win. And now more than ever, that is so true. Like when they were telling us that back in the day when I was a young lad, 14 years old, building funnels, it didn't really make sense because you could get a bunch of cash up front from somebody. You didn't have to spend a lot to get a customer, right? You didn't have to spend a lot to get a customer. You could just turn on ad boom, book a call, close them, you're set. But now it's kind of way more challenging. And so we are in a game of, hey, how can we make, how do we get our customers to pay us for a longer period of time, maybe less upfront, but then really compete on just having a good product, right? Having a good lifetime value and having both inside your funnel. Okay. So if you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to choose between high ticket or that, you need both. Now, before we end here, I want you guys to know something. I want you guys to see something, understand something that a lot of the gurus in our game and are doing wrong, that they don't even know it. And they're not doing anything, they're not hurting people, but they're hurting themselves in their business. And the mistake I see these gurus making is, it's getting hard to sell high ticket, cost per call is going up, show rates going, down. Uh, people are saying no more and more. And they've built this huge business with this huge team that they need to sustain and this luxury lifestyle that they need to uphold. And so, for the sake of being able to pay their team, being able to pay themselves, and uphold this image they portray to us, they take their high ticket programs, put it into like a course area, and discount it to 97 to 197 a month. The same product they sold for 10,000 other customers, they discount it, drop it down, make up some reason on why they're trying to do it, just so they can get a cash grab for the time being, without actually thinking about the issue of, well, how are you going to retain these customers? Why would they stay? How are your other customers going to feel that paid $10,000 for it? What are you going to do once that runs out? Right? They don't ask these questions. And so they're not experiencing now. Like the numbers are great. It's going to crush for them for the first, 3 to 6 months. But at some point, they're going to have to deal with the mistakes that they made early on in this decision. And again, this is a generality, and it's not everyone, right? It's not everyone, but like I said, every single month I'm consulting on dozens of offers. Like I said, we did 120 in just the last 4 months. I see these numbers. I see what's going on. We talk to them. A lot of my friends are media buyers for these companies. Like people always joke to me. They're like, Josh, like, how do you know all these different offers? And I'll sit down with my friends and be like, have you heard of so and so? And they're like, who? And I'm like, how do you not know? But my eyes are just everywhere. I just see too much, so much feedback and numbers that, I'm always bringing it up. But this just backs up what I'm saying here, being like, and for myself, my own conviction of like, this is happening. And so for all of you guys here who are facing that decision of, oh, I'm just going to take my program and I'm going to my high ticket program, I'm going to make it a recurring thing and say, screw you to all my customers, pay me 10K, and then I'm going to do recurring, and I'm going to never, I'm never recurring. That's not how you do it. That is not how you set up a very good recurring revenue model that lasts, right? That is fun to fulfill on, and it sets you up for your high ticket, okay? And so this is something that we're telling to all of our clients, that we're working through with all of our clients that we build out these funnels for, and how we strategically architect it so that their business isn't just based on discounting their offer and making it recurring and having nothing else, right? We're setting up so they have front-end offers that can fill their membership, that can then ascend to their back end so they have everything, okay? And so that's something super, super important to know. Now, I want to tell you, well, I wasn't going to share this, but I really want to share another mistake that I'm noticing that people make when it comes to like this whole recurring thing. And this is something that I've actually like reached out to Sam Evans and talked about on school. I like pinged him one day and I started sharing what we're doing, and we've been talking here and there. I'll reach out like, hey, here's what I'm learning, here's what I'm doing, sharing feedback, and he's asking kind of what I've been testing and doing. And one of the things that I've been hounding on him and just being like, bro, you have to tell your community this. But in terms of recurring, it is extremely hard to lead with just your recurring offer on cold traffic, right? Because a big thing with like recurring, and you look at the people that are crushing with recurring just off the bat, is a lot of these people had existing status and existing followers who knew, liked, and trust them. And so when this person they know, like, and trust then creates this offer that's way more affordable than the high ticket they couldn't afford, of course it's going to blow up. But then you have people coming in that have no status, no authority, nothing. These people don't know you, and they're trying to run cold traffic to a front end recurring offer or promote to their list, and no one's buying it. And they're like, what's going on? Right? And so they're missing it. It's like, no, you can't just lead with the recurring offer out of nowhere. Like, that's not how it works. And so that's why with our clients, we don't lead with the recurring. It's an upsell. It's an upsell within the funnel. We lead with a low ticket offer with upsells that get to a break even so that every single customer that joins our membership is at a profit, right? So that means we can acquire subscriptions practically for free. And if anything, maybe we're acquiring a relationship that we spent, $1 to get, made 80 cents back, losing 20 cents. Okay, right, hypothetically speaking, in terms of ROAS, but we're not having to lose a bunch of money to get someone in. And so then we don't have to worry about, waiting forever to scale into negative or be like, well, I gotta wait 3 months so I make this money back. No, like it is a 7-day window, 14-day window. We are at a break even at a profit and getting people in the door, if anything, at a slight loss where we're losing like point 0.2 or 3 ROAS. And so please know, like, hey, the name of the game, you can't, if you're running cold traffic to a recurring offer, please don't put it on the front. That doesn't work well. And so when we build out what I call the membership money machine, we have a front end offer that has order bumps, that has upsells, that lead to the recurring, that then lead after people have been recurring if they want more intensive done for you, done with you, or just to solve an entirely different problem. Then we introduce the high ticket backend, which makes a full funnel more profitable. Okay. So with all that being said, it's not a decision between recurring or high ticket. You need both. And the way you structure recurring is really going to decide how long and the longevity of that offer and how happy your customers will be. So if you're thinking about getting into this game, keep these things in mind. Look at what people are doing, and you'll start to notice some of these mistakes and the long-term effects of it. But I don't want you to make that mistake. I want everyone to win. Like, guys, going into this year, just kind of take a kind of sidetrack here. There is still so much opportunity in this marketplace. Um, it's still mind blowing to me that I can, put up a page on the internet with cold traffic, with no testimonials, in a niche I've never worked in, I have no results in, and we can still sell products and make money. It is crazy. And I know for a lot of you, maybe you've tried to put up your ideas on a page and run ads and it never worked, and it doesn't feel like it's possible, or there's not a lot of optimism right now. But trust me, like, there is still so much opportunity. I'm not saying that like there's some crazy secret that's going to fix the problem you have. It does just sometimes take just have to keep going, keep learning, keep growing. Like, this is my 8th year in this game. I'm 21. And so it's not like I've just came overnight, of course. But if you love it, if you love this game, you love your product, there is still time. There's still chance. There's still so much opportunity. And with the evolution of technology in this year, and just the lack of quality products, there is so much opportunity for everyone here to win, everyone here to make money. And it is just, yeah, it's going to be a big year. So I just want to encourage you guys with that. Don't lose sight of it. Um, Stop getting bogged down with the fear mongering and all that stuff. Like, guys, we can do this. It's so cool. Like, back even just 8 years ago, it wasn't as easy for me to put up an offer, and now I'm doing one every week. Like, you just throw it up and it's like we're running it. And so just know that there's so much money out there. And then also, guys, like, let's create good products. Let's care for the people we're selling these products to. If you guys, you probably guys know this, but I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. It's my relationship. It's not my religion. And so with that, of course, I have the personal conviction of making sure that we're loving others and making sure my products show that. But no matter what you are, what religion, what you believe in, please, like, please value creating good products, good solutions that deliver on what you promise. Don't play the game of promising claims you can't deliver. Don't lie. Let's just be honest, right? Let's just be honest. It's gonna show. And I, like, ask that you guys would hold me accountable I know it's sometimes hard for me to stay true to that and be honest, be ethical in every area, or sometimes want to cheat corners. But hold me to it. Hold me to it. I'm no better or different from you guys, and it's something I have to remind myself every single day. But just know, hey, there's so much opportunity for those who are honest, those who love this game and want to put in the work. And so let's do this. Let's make it happen. If this was valuable, if you got anything from this, I would love it if you guys could just, drop a like. If you want to share, go ahead. There's no pressure. Or just let me know your takeaways in the comments below. It's been a while since I've gone live. If you would like me to go live more and do some more of these contents and come up here and rant on these ideas, let me know. You can even just comment below, like, go live, right? Or just live. I don't know. Just let me know. I don't know if you guys want this or not, but I hope it was valuable. So, with that being said, I have people waiting on things I need to do for them, like offers I'm working on. And so this was fun. I really love this. I'm going to get back to working on offers. I hope you guys do too. And you guys are amazing. I'm super excited for this year. It's going to be a big one. And let's crush it. All right. Peace out. Talk to you guys later.